Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Welcome on in. If you are new to me, my name is Alex the Creative Llama. If you see the red live box somewhere above my head, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay. So make sure you put replay in the comments if you are catching the replay. But I'm on kind of at an unusual time for me. Usually on Thursdays, I'm presenting for Craft Around the Clock. But I missed timing it for a time slot. So we're still going to go live. We're still going to hang out. But we are going to do a little fun fall little shelf sitter. So when y'all pop on, comment the word fall. That will get you the supply list and the link to this bad boy. Let me go. I have to go grab my other computer for just a second. But let me get this shared over into my broadcast channel here in a minute. Let me go grab my computer because I forgot to put this cutout on 25% off. So let me go grab that. Tell y'all, I don't know if y'all can even hear me. You know, there's so many different things I have to do before I get started on a live, and sometimes they just fall through the cracks just a smidge. So let me get this up on. It is in the website. It's on the website, I mean, but it's not 25% off. And y'all know usually when I use a cutout on a live, I mark it down for y'all so y'all can save a little bit. So I'm going to fix that really quickly. And then we're going to get started. So we're going to do a little fall shelf sitter. And we're going to use a pattern. Discard. We're going to use, bear with me, y'all. I'm sorry. Such is life. It's been a little crazy around here. But how's everybody doing? Hi, Tammy. Hi, Barbara. When y'all pop on, say hey. Let me fix this today. Tomorrow, and then we're gonna go fall floral. I'm fixing this so that way we can, so y'all can save 25%. Remove, save. Okay, so now on the website it should be showing that this cutout is 25% off. So I think you can get it for $12 instead of $16. Yes, okay. So when you comment the word fall, it'll be the first link in the message. We're done. Let me get this shared into the broadcast channel and then we're going to get started. I appreciate your patience. If you are watching the replay, I appreciate your patience as well. You know, I try to get everything ready to go as much as I can and then things just happen. All right, so here is our fall little floral shelf sitter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my little pieces. I'm going to throw them into my bucket. Because if you're new here, I tend to lose my little pieces. So we're actually going to throw all of the pieces in here because we're going to paint the backer board first. Hello. Hi, Sandy. How are you? I'm not on at my normal time, which is totally fine. Usually I'm on Thursdays in the morning, but I could just not get my life together. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Angie. So here I am. All right, we're going to take, before I do anything, I'm going to wipe down my cutouts. How's everybody's Thursday? We're going to wipe down the cutout, get off all that gunk, the glue from the wood, off, so it doesn't stain or yellow our paint. But it just comes off. All that was sitting on top of the cutout, so you do want to take that off. Welcome back to work. Oh, yes. Hi, Janice. Hi, Linda. Hi, Holly. Holly, girlfriend. Your little football word hanger, or word hanger, wood. Oh, my gosh. Your football shelf sitter. Words are difficult for me today. Was absolutely adorable. I loved it. Hi, Rebecca. All right. So we're going to get this covered. This might need another coat. I always say that with vanilla, but then vanilla always ends up painting beautifully. But since I wet the wood a little bit, it is kind of not, it's thinning it out just a little bit. So let's get this painted. Let's do another coat of the vanilla. And then we will go on to painting all of the other pieces. And we are going to use a transfer today. I haven't decided which transfer yet. So when we get to that step, Y'all are going to get to decide which one we use. You're welcome. Hi, Donna. All right, well, let's get this dry. And we're going to kind of go for fall, obviously fall colors. I don't know if I'm going to use all chalk paints or acrylic paints. I got my card over here. But we're going to do one more coat of the vanilla. Your girl should have dried it off first. Oh, Victoria, wrong chat, girlfriend. That's okay, though. You're all good. All right, so there's one coat. Let's do another. Let's do another and get this covered again. I wiped it down and then I should have dried it in between. So then I wouldn't probably have to do a second coat. It also just kind of depends on the look you're going for. You're good, Victoria. You're totally fine. But what's everybody up to? What are y'all doing today? You working? You crafting? Relaxing? Good morning, Nara. How are you? Good morning. Good afternoon. It's 12:30 here. It's morning time where you're at. Whatever it is, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello. All right, let's dry this and see what we think. Yes, give me 1 second, Ms. Mary Beth. Let me wipe off my hands. Painting. Nice, nice. So we use this retired transfer behind me. I have a couple of those. And then the new Santa. What do you think? We did that one on the live. Oh my gosh, that's going to drop. There we go. Craft. Oh no, Miss Tammy. I hope you feel better. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. The majority of this is going to be covered anyway, so it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. How fun, Janice. It's a gorgeous day here, but it's hot. It is hot here in South Texas, I will say. Very, very hot. All right, let me clean up my hands. Y'all know I'm just such a mess. I get paste, paint. I mean, I just make a huge mess. Not yet, Miss Maureen. No hints yet. I think soon y'all will find out. Noon here in Paris. Hi, Sandy Shished. How are you? I don't know if I've seen your name on here. Welcome. So that green is the new Ivy color. That's the new, one of the new green. That's, oh my gosh, that is the color Ivy. It's one of the new pastes. I love it. All right, I'm just going to go through, wipe down my paint on the sides. We'll take a marker and fix those here in a second. So then I guess I'm trying, so this will sit up, right? So I'm trying to figure out, I think I want to do a brown bottom. Yeah. Let's go brown. So I'm going to pull out my cart. If y'all are new here, I started organizing my stuff. We're working on organizing and getting my life together. When I say we, Thomas is just kind of telling me where to put things. Because my brain can't compute right now. But I've got my cart right here, and I got all my paints. So we're going to stain the bottom of that in burnt umber, I think, if I can find it. Right here. Thank you. Any plans this weekend? Y'all got anything going on? We have some family coming in town, so I'll be popping in and out, hanging out with them in between working. Well, welcome, Miss Sandy. I'm glad that you are here. I literally had, that's something else I go through like crazy is baby wipes. We are glad that you're here, Miss Sandy. We like to have fun, and we like to laugh at me. If y'all could do me a huge favor, hit that heart button for me and comment the word fall. That will get you the supply list and the link to this cutout, which is 25% off until midnight. Working. Hi, Glenda. All right, so we got our stand and we got the base of it painted, okay? So now let's pull out these. So we've got, I'm just gonna pull out the basics first because we got lots of little pieces to paint in here, which shouldn't take us too terribly long. So we've got the pumpkin, we've got the F, the A, L, L, right? So I'm trying to decide, I'm going to paint the background of the pumpkin and nominee, but do I want the wording in brown or orange? And then whatever color we don't do, that's the color we're going to do the beads. Do y'all think we should do brown or orange for the words? What do y'all think? Hi, Lisa. I just shipped out one of your orders. And your missing piece item. Just so you know. Let me dry this real quick. Hi, Diane. What do y'all think? Hi, Marilyn. What do y'all think? What color should we do the wording? Like a dark brown or like a burnt orange. Okay, that's a good point. All right, so we'll do brown words because what we're gonna do is on the pumpkin, like on these little pieces right here, we're gonna add a pattern to it. I'm not quite sure which pattern yet. I'm gonna let y'all choose. But when you comment the word fall and you go to the chalk supply list, I actually included a bunch of different pattern transfers for you. If you want to see the different options. Y'all know we love a good pattern around here. I'm kind of leaning towards the club transfer, but I don't know. Hi, Doreen. You're welcome, Lisa. I apologize that that took me so long to get to you. But it is in the mail, and I'm pretty sure the mailman came and picked it up today. All right. So that is the color nominee. Let's dry that. Y'all think we should paint these in espresso or, because I got my cart here. I'm trying to be organized. Hi, Linda. Linda, you should craft, girl. Or should we go like bittersweet chocolate, which is another dark brown? Do you want me to use the chalk paste or the acrylic paint to paint today? What do y'all think? You're welcome, Miss Lisa. Should we use espresso? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Literally right here. Hi, Yvonne. Should we use espresso or bittersweet chocolate? Hi, Dawn. Dawn, I will message you back after this. I did not forget about you. I've been trying to go live since about 10:30 this morning. But then Thomas got here, and then my parents are back from their trip. So my mom came to pick up their dog. Then Thomas got home, and then he left. And then I had a phone call with a friend to help me with whatnot. So the espresso. Y'all want espresso? I know. It's like a deep, deep brown. Can't decide. Hi, Jane. How are you? Got my order and I was happy and sad. Linda, send me a message. I can send you a replacement. Just send me a message. Or send me an email. You can email me. You've emailed me before. Send me an email. And then we can get you a replacement. Don't try to fix it. I will send you a new one. I will be happy to send you a new one. All right, we're going to go bittersweet chocolate. I want to use this color. So you could use espresso to paint. Espresso would be really pretty, but I haven't used this bittersweet chocolate, so we're going to use this, okay? So let me pull out, no, I got it right here. I like to use makeup sponges to paint. I tend to make less of a mess on the sides. And if we don't like this, ooh, y'all, she's pretty. That's like a dark, dark brown. That's darker than espresso. Ooh, I like this color. Yes, you can email me a picture of the pieces because I will file a claim with USPS. You don't have to do that. I will do it. And I'll send you out new pieces. I just need you to email me. And then email me, and then I will send you a form to fill out. All right, y'all are so quiet today. What's happening? Y'all okay? Are you watching while you're at work? All right, so this is the color Bittersweet Chocolate, and I love this. I think what we're gonna even do is sand our pieces just a smidge to kind of give it more of a distressed look. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's dry it and then see if we need another coat. What do y'all think? Do y'all like the dark brown? The dark, dark brown? This would be a really pretty color for staining, working. Well, don't get in trouble, Miss Lynn. I don't want to be the reason you get in trouble, girl. All right, we're going to do one more coat of the brown. Oh, this is gorgeous. I am obsessed. I think 8, Brenda. 8, because my shipping did change, but it would be, so that's pretty much the same as what it was before. It'd be $8. Because this item has, I would put in a box. But you can always check the shipping. If you are curious about like what the shipping would cost, you can always add items to the cart on the website. Act like you're about to check out, fill all the info, and then it'll give you your shipping total. So that way you can always see. I know, but what is the purple rectangle on the invoice for? Oh, you can use that. That's to file a claim with me, basically. You can scan the QR code on there, Miss Linda. If you scan that, it'll take you to a website. Sometimes it says that the website is like dangerous. It's not. There'll be like different forms for you to select. You'll just click the broken item or broken piece form, fill it out, add your pictures, and then that's another way to do that. Yeah, 8-ish. I didn't like it, and neither did I. I mean, I was like, this is really dark, but it is really, really pretty. Like, let's check it out. That almost looks black, but you know what? It's a really, really, really deep brown. And I think if we sand the edges a little bit, it's going to even kind of add even more to like the rustic vibe of it. All right, so now we're going to paint this orange, and whatever orange we paint that, we're going to paint our pumpkin, okay? Ooh, you know what? I need to paint the stem. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Stem is painted. So, as far as orange, we can go, this is burnt orange, but we're going to call it fall orange. We can go fall orange or spice pumpkin. Hold on, let me find my spice pumpkin for y'all. Now, you can use your chalk paste to paint. I really do like using the chalk paste, but I've really been enjoying painting with acrylic paints lately. So which orange should we go for? The dark orange or the lighter orange for the pumpkin? I'm kind of thinking this one, but we don't like burnt orange around here. And you're probably like, well, why? I went to Texas A&M, and UT is our rival. It's just a joke. I don't really care that much, to be honest with you. So, which one do y'all think? Fall orange. Yeah, we're calling it fall orange. It's not burnt orange. It's fall orange. Miss Maria, I don't think she's on here. She named it fall orange for me. The darker, that's what I'm thinking too. The darker. Dark. Okay. Hi, Shanna. Yeah, it's dark orange, aka fall orange, but really the name is burnt orange. We don't do burnt orange around here, but we are. We're gonna call it fall orange. Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. Now you could totally achieve this same color with an orange from chalk. Like if you wanted to use your chalk paste, I did this the other night. On my live, I used marmalade and some espresso and mixed it up to make like a burnt orange color. So you can totally do that too if you just have your chalk paste, so that way you don't have to go buy another color if you already have those in your craft stash. All right. We're going to get these painted. We're going to dry them, and then we're going to see if they need another coat. I'm thinking one more coat for this. There you go, Diane. Tell her I remembered this time. That I remembered that we called it fall orange now. Hi, Wendy. How are you? I hope you're doing fabulous. We are crafting and hanging out. Hi, Donna Deek. So, Lorna, girlfriend, I'm still live. Make sure you're in my VIP group. Okay, so comment the word fall, because we're having our Thrifty Thursday sale in that group tonight. Right now it's set at 5:30, but that can always change. I don't think it will, but at 5:30 in there, and I'm going to have discounted chalk surfaces, and I'm going to have wood cutouts that you can snag. Now most of the wood cutouts will be like limited quantity. But we will have like our cutout of the week that you can snag. We'll have this in there that you can add if you want to wait to purchase that. It'll be the 25% off in there as well. So. I am live, Lorna. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Hi, Patricia. Hello, everybody. And tomorrow we got our whatnot sale. So if you comment the word fall, you'll get the links to everything. So comment the word fall, you'll get the link to the cutout, to all the chalk supplies. You'll get the link to my whatnot. With that whatnot is going to be an auction for some of my finished pieces that I'm going to have. It's my first whatnot sale, so we're keeping it small this time. And then there's also links to my VIP group where you can join and shop the VIP sale at 5:30 tonight. So comment the word fall, go check your messenger, you'll get it all. You'll get all the info. All right, let me wipe up my glass mat. Hi, Judy Watson. Miss Judy, you sent me a message. I need to get back to you. Life has been a little nuts. I'm here, Lorna. Thank you for sharing, Wendy. I appreciate that. Sharing helps me out so much, more than I think y'all realize. So any person you watch live that you like, share their lives, comment, hit the heart button. Like I always tell y'all, that's the best way to support people if you don't ever purchase from them. So we're doing like a little fall word shelf sitter. So we're going to get this dry. And then I think we're going to start gluing just to kind of help get some of the pieces out. So I'm trying to decide, do we want, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Do we want I think we want to sand these a little on the edges. Thank you. Y'all are the best, seriously. All right, before I lose any pieces, let's go ahead and start gluing some of them. But what I need to do first is clean up my edges. So the way that I do that is, do I have one in here? Yes. Is I use a Mr. Pen marker, well, if I don't have Butterfingers, and I go around the edges. So do y'all see how like there's paint all on the edges? It can, I think you can paint the edges if you want, right? I don't typically paint mine, but I think it looks a little bit more finished when you go through and you kind of just clean up the edges with a black marker and just kind of get some of that paint to not show as bad. But I always get a little shaky during this. I promise I'm okay. I do need to eat something. If you're like, well, why are you giving me that update? I almost passed out on a live one time. No joke. I was live for Crack Around the Clock, and I started feeling really lightheaded, dizzy, and you could see it on me. Like my lips turned purple, my face went white. It was a little scary. I had to stop. No, thanks, Wendy. I had to stop my live in the middle of it because I literally almost passed out. So now anytime like someone sees me a little shaky, they're like, are you okay? Do you need to eat? So that's why. We're good there. But I've also had an energy drink. So that also doesn't help that I haven't eaten and I have a ton of caffeine in my system right now. Doesn't help with the shakes. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Wendy. I really tried to be as real as possible and show y'all that even if you're a mess, like me, you can still make pretty things. You can still make gorgeous things even if you're a little bit of a mess. So, okay, pull this out. Here we go. We're going to use my Gator sander. I'm going to switch out the pad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Rebecca. It was like I had people calling me, people trying to get in contact with someone from my family to come and check on me. But I was all good. It was just, I needed to eat. So, you have paint on the side of the A. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I can get in there with the marker. That's why I didn't do it. It's a little difficult. No, I got it. There we go. Thanks, Maureen. Hi, Tammy Roofer. How are you? All right, we're going to sand this just a smidge. Just to kind of make it a little bit more rusty and worn. Obviously, this step is optional. You don't have to do it. But I think it's going to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. Oh, how fun, Wendy. What's your page name? I know, I do. What I need to do is stop drinking caffeine, like energy drinks, and not eating. I'm not a breakfast eater. Are y'all breakfast eaters? I know some people are like, I've got to eat breakfast every morning. And I know not eating breakfast is probably not the best for you, but I don't wake up hungry. I don't wake up hungry. All right. A little bit here. Oh, yeah. I feel like that helps. And I'll show you here in a second. It's not a ton of sanding, but I do think it helps. I'm just going to go over it lightly. Oh yeah, I like that better. Yes. That looks so much better. And if you don't have a gator sander, you need one, because this thing is one of my other favorite craft tools that I have. I'm totally against all those energy drinks. They're not good. I don't drink them super often. I don't know. I do coffee and a pack of, ooh, Dawn, I love me some peanut butter crackers. Yeah, the energy drinks are not good for you. I will agree with you there, Miss Maureen. I know I shouldn't, but I didn't want coffee. So, all right. Then we have this. I feel like that needs a good sand. And then we're going to apply we'll glue all this, and then we'll apply the design to the pumpkin. All right, here's what we're working with. Let's start gluing. So I'm going to use my stick fast glue. Hi, Linda. You can use whatever glue that floats your boat. Whatever works for you. Some people are very opinionated about glue. So you use what you want. I do like the stick fast until it gets on my fingers. And then when it's on my fingers, it really makes me angry. Not angry, but it's just really frustrating. I hate the feeling of it on my fingers. Yeah, Thomas used to drink those a lot. He also will drink Red Bulls, but he's backed off from those. I usually drink the Alani's, but they're still not good for you. You know, energy drinks are not. Hold on, I have that upside down. There we go. Here we go. I had that upside down. Roar, I might. Is this it? Oh, for sure, Maureen. Yeah. If I get coffee, I just get iced coffee. I'm not Miss Jane. Unfortunately. They always look like they have so much fun, though, on those little trips. I need to make it. They had it in Texas one year, but I couldn't make it. I think I was still teaching at the time. And so I couldn't make it. But are you going to go, Miss Jane? Ooh, y'all, this is pretty. I am loving this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm trying to be really good about putting the lid back on my glue. Miss Holly says she has, you can buy extra lids for the stick fast glue. I need to check that out. All right, so we have our pumpkin here. I want to add a pattern to said pumpkin, and I'm trying to decide. Now, if you comment the word fall and you go to the chalk supplies, you're going to open up and you're like, holy smokes, this is a really expensive shopping cart. I added a ton of different pattern transfers. So if I use a pattern that you don't like, but you want to see what other patterns are available in the chalk transfers, that's why I did that. So if you see something that you want, just go feel free to remove all the other stuff and just grab what you want. But I'm trying to decide, should we use the club transfer? Should we use the floral dot pattern? I have the modern plaid. This one right here. Which transfer do y'all think we should use? Hi, Sue. I really want to, but have another trip. Oh. I used to drink Monster Peach and Raspberry tea every day. It's so bad. The Alani's are so bad for you, too. I kind of want to use either the floral dot or this one. Or we have these. These are the quilt patterns. Hold on. I've got 3 of the quilt patterns. The club, I know, I'm kind of leaning towards the club. What What do y'all think? Club or the dot pattern? And either way, we're going to do the pattern in vanilla. Hi, Connie Bixler. How are you? We're trying to decide what color to use on our pumpkin. Not color, design. Then, y'all, we have a bunch of little floral pieces to paint here in a second. Dot. Let's see. It wasn't carbonated. See, that's the thing I love, is the carbonation. All right, so that would be that. I'm looking to see. The top quilt pattern, was it this one? Yeah. I'm kind of, well, maybe now I'm leaning more towards the dot. I'm going to go dot. If my pumpkin was larger, I think this would work great. But I'm afraid that it's not going to kind of show the pattern enough. So this is the club transfer. I used this earlier this week. If you don't have this, you can only grab it as a club. If you become a club member or a designer, and if you become a club member, make sure you sign up for perks before, because you get 30% off of all the chalk stuff. I know. I understand that. Hi, Christine. I love the, oh my gosh. I love the club transfer this month, but I think the floral dot pattern is going to look better. Me too, Miss Patricia. Me too. There'll be times that Tom is to be like, I feel like a child sometimes with him, because he'll be like, I haven't seen you drink any water today. I'm like, well, because I don't want to drink water. I want my Coke Zero. So, but with it being so hot and we were outside, oh heck. We were outside a good portion yesterday. I downed me some water. Ooh, would be cute leaving the bows off. Ooh, and just using like the floral pattern. That would be pretty, Mary Beth. I like that idea. Lorna, this one is 12.5 inches wide, and it's, I think, about 6 inches tall. Now, you need to wax your surface. Have I ordered my wax yet? No. I'm still need to order that. So you want to wax your surface because, believe it or not, when you put the sticky transfer on top, it can pull up your paint. I promise. Miss Tammy, girlfriend, I am proud of you for that. I weaned myself off sodas, or like caffeine when I was back in college. Why did I do that? I don't know. But I had the worst headache with no caffeine for like a whole week. It was horrible. I don't drink any sodas, just coffee. Good for you, Miss Donna. I drink decaf iced tea mostly. The worst thing I ever did was gawking. Even a little keeps me up all night. Ooh. Yeah, I went off caffeine once, and the headache that ensued was horrendous. Okay, this is the floral dot pattern. We have used this transfer quite a bit. I absolutely love this pattern. There are so many different things you can use it for. So if you don't have it, you do need to grab it because I love it. All right, we're going to go in with vanilla. You could use Nominee. You could use whatever color you want, but I think vanilla is going to be pretty with this. Yes, that headache, that's probably the worst. That's probably worse for me than migraines. That headache was horrendous, and it was like for a week. Oh my gosh, it was bad. But that's what I love about like sodas is the carbonation. So then one summer of the summer of COVID, I got into Weight Watchers, and I'm like, I just want the bubbles. I want the carbonation, right? So I started drinking LaCroix, and that got my carbonation fixed, I didn't drink a ton of sodas while I was on that. I would allow myself, I think, one soda a day if, and that worked well for me. Hi, Robbie. That helped with my carbonation, like, craving. Ooh, y'all, that's pretty. I love that floral dot pattern. Okay, let me put that here. Why do I always do this to myself? Drink only 1 cup of coffee and the rest of the day water. I need to drink more water, especially with this heat. It is horrible. I need to drink more water. Okay, I'm going to push this up here for right now. We'll come back to that. Let me clean this. So I'm just going to take some regular water and wipe this down. Could y'all imagine applying this pattern with vinyl? Have you ever, if you've used vinyl, you know that that would not be fun. I was just thinking about that. Hi, Inez. But you could use any pattern. So you don't have to use the pattern that I used. You can do anything. I love flavored seltzer water, but a frame from the I love the carbonation. But you said the carbonation is not good for your acid reflux. For me, that's alcohol. If I drink, like on vacation, a lot of times, if I drink several days in a row, the acid reflux is horrendous. Alcohol does that. Like wine does that for me. If I drink a lot of wine, like on several days, it's not fun. Thank you for the stars. Ah! Activate a stars party. I do need a new sponge. That's actually my newer one, Miss Lorna. I've got this one too. Thank you so much for the stars. I so appreciate it. How fun. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what we think. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Y'all like? Now, you could leave it like this, or you can add the florals. We're going to paint the florals and see what we think, but let's go ahead and start gluing. Yeah. Alcohol has kicked that up for me. So I kind of, not that I drink a ton, but like if it's several days, like especially on vacation is when it gets bad. Scary. What's scary? What's scary, Miss Lorna? Are you talking about my acid reflux? What's scary? All right. Let that set up because I want to show y'all in the sand what it looks like without the florals, okay? So I've got my bucket of florals over here. Let's start kind of figuring out where they all go. I am going to have to look at my picture. They do, don't they? All right, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, that's a cute little pumpkin. Y'all, I love all the pumpkin things. It just makes me so happy to see. Where is it? Not there. I'm trying to look at the picture, the example, to kind of help me with the color choice. Let's see. Here we go. But I'm going to show y'all what it looks like without the florals. So then if you want to add the florals, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But these are going to come with it, okay? So you can save those and use them for something else if you would prefer. No, I don't like it. I don't love it. Oh, you're fine, Lorna. You're a good girl. I did not take offense to that. Not at all. All right, so here it is without the florals. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Annette. What do y'all think? Love pumpkins and scarecrows? I know, I love all of the pumpkin things. So we could leave it like this, or we can add our florals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking. Let me do this. That way I can still see your comments. And I'm going to show y'all kind of what it looks like with the florals or without the florals. But I'm kind of cheating to kind of see where everything goes. And you get extra florals with it. You don't have to use them all. No flowers. Well, I'm going to show y'all. Hold on. I don't know if I'll paint them yet. Like that. It's cute, but let's dress it up. I see. Okay. I do think it needs something, personally. But I'm going to show y'all. That's not it, it's this one. This goes on here. Then we have this one with this. Then with this. Okay. Then over here we have the leaf. This one. I'm cheating right now. Yeah, I do think it needs something else. Now this is optional, right? So if you grab this kit, if you grab the cutout, you can save the florals for something else if you don't want to add them, right? Then we're gonna go here. And I left the additional florals over in my office, so I don't have the extras. But this is kind of what we have. So I think I'm gonna add the florals, personally. Okay, if you're not a fan of the florals, leave them off and just do the pumpkin and call it a day. I do think it needs something, so let's start there. Let's start with this bottom piece right here. And we're gonna go, I'm gonna use some of my chalk paste. I think we're gonna use eucalyptus. Because I don't think I have like a green, oh I do, never mind. Hold on. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what green I'm gonna use. Do y'all know what green I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use aloe. We're gonna use aloe. We're gonna use a little bit of spiced pumpkin. Some yellow. We're gonna use marigold. I'm looking at some colors here. There's a little bit of blue in there. So what if we use our Williamsburg blue? Ah! Ooh, that almost fell. Let's see. Oh no, we'll use Thicket. There we go. Let's start with that and see how far we get. Okay. So, I'm going to pull out 3 sponges. Hi, Barbara. I know. I love this green color. I use that a ton. If you don't have it, I suggest you get it. It's the color Aloe, and I use it for everything. It's a great Christmas color. All the things. All right. Cover this up. Ooh, y'all. I love this color so much. I do, Barbara. I sure do. If you go to my website, you could totally use your paint markers. Yes. The only thing with the paint markers is sometimes I feel like the colors aren't, I don't know. I don't feel like I have fall-ish markers, but you could totally use your paint markers. Isn't it awesome, Crystal? But But Barbara, yes, if you go to my website, if you go to thecreativewama.com, right, my cutout site, and you use the search function, like the little magnifying glass, and you type in "'tis the season," it should pop up. It absolutely should. Okay, then we're gonna go orange, and we're gonna distress with these, okay? So we're gonna go orange here, and then we're gonna go marigold on this sleeve. And then we're gonna distress with the orange and the yellow. But I need that to be covered well. So let's dry. You're welcome, Barbara. Hi, Sybil. Yay, you got your box of goodies. Yay, yay, yay. I got a ton of shipping more to do today. If you've ordered your Highland Cow, those should be all, most of them should all be shipping out today. Or you'll get the shipping notification and they'll be picked up tomorrow. All right, a little bit of yellow. This is the color Marigold. Oh, heck, I used the wrong one. Gosh darn it. I hope so. I hope this is going to turn out like how I'm thinking. I am using a picture to kind of help me decide on colors. But I think it's going to turn out pretty cute. All right, I am going to go in with my makeup sponge. And I am just going to kind of dab on a little yellow. I kind of added a little too much, so we're going to go back over it. And this is where I'm experimenting. I'm learning kind of how to mix and blend colors. I'm not the greatest at it, but how else are you going to learn other than just practicing and trying, right? Like that one doesn't look bad. I'll show y'all. That one doesn't look so bad. I'm going to go in and add a little bit more yellow. I think I need a little bit of red too somewhere in here. All right. Let's glue this. So we're going to go here, here, I think. And I like that. I kind of think I need to switch one. Mustard are my favorite yellows. I'm going to have to get mustard. I think this one needs to be red. Miss Linda said to use some red, and I kind of agree with her. What red do we go? Deep burgundy? Is that too dark? Cherry red? Ooh, let's go crimson red. All right, I'm going to change the color of this one real quick. And we're going to go red. Okay. I'm going to pick up a little bit of paint. Yeah. That looks better. Yes. Okay. I'm going to dry that and then we're going to distress a little bit. I think I should go burgundy. Like a deeper red. I like that red. All right. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of yellow, whatever's left on my sponge, and get that. Hi, Martha. Yes. Okay, love that. All right, let's glue. And this is where it's going to get a little bit, not a little bit, it's going to get very detailed. It's going to take us a little while, but I think this is going to pay off. And this is obviously optional, like I told y'all. You don't have to add the florals or the leaves if you don't want to. Okay. All right, so we got that one. Let's go to the F and let's do this one. So I'm going to paint that in the thicket color, orange, green, red, and thicket. Okay, so I'm going to take a wet wipe. I'm going to wipe off all of my cutouts just to get that glue off. It does make a difference when you do that. And I always tell y'all to do that because if you're painting something in a light color, especially white, and that glue is sitting on top, it's going to yellow your cutout, and you don't want that. It's going to, I mean, not yellow your cutout, it's going to yellow your paint. And then you're going to get frustrated, like, why is it yellowing? That's why. So always just take a good old wipe and wipe it all off. Let's dry it. But hit the heart button for me. Our keyword is fall. This guy is the 25% off. All right, let's go here. We're gonna do this in orange. Okay, orange. Then we're gonna do this in the thicket color. I'm gonna grab another sponge. So thicket is this color. The example I'm looking at actually has it like as a brighter blue, but I don't think with the gold, the bright blue is going to be the way to go. So I think this more subtle blue is going to be pretty. Okay. There we go. Then this we're going to do in the aloe. I got paint everywhere, y'all. Hi, Robin. I just love this green. I just love this green so much. It's perfect for summer, for Christmas, all of the things. I think I just got paint on my face. Okay. Then this one we're going to do in the red. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That could have been bad. Oh no. Got a little something something on it. All right. I'm going to go in with a little bit of yellow. And I'm going to distress this orange. Ooh, I added way too much. Okay, that didn't turn out how I wanted it to. So we're going to repaint that. That did not turn out the way I wanted. I'm learning. I'm practicing. That's okay. All right. We're going to add, I think I'm going to go a little orange on the leaf. Kind of makes it look a little yellow, like so. Okay, so you have the middle, this flower, if you will, but you want to create your base for the florals first so that can sit, and these can be tucked in. So I'm going to create the base of that. So we have this and this, right, which looks good, and then we have this guy. So I'm going to move it a little bit. So I want to paint, or I want to glue these pieces down first before I glue this guy on top. Okay, so it kind of looks like that. So glue your base of your pieces down. Okay. Like so. Put that out that way. And like I told y'all, if you don't like the florals, don't use them. I know a lot of people liked it without the florals. And you can totally keep it like that if that's what you like. Okay, then we're gonna put that. Well, don't throw it on there like I did. Thanks, Shanna. Okay. Stuck to my finger. Oh my gosh, come on. That is the only thing I cannot stand about the stick fast is when it gets on my fingers. All right. There is our other fall floral. It's kind of a great little floral blender for any. Absolutely. Ooh, maybe I do that as a little. Ooh, would y'all like that? As something in the live sale is if I offered like a little floral mini bag where maybe I have just a bunch of these different leaves and like flowers and stuff like that that you could add to your own projects. Yay or nay? All right, last little bit. We are almost done, y'all. So hit the heart button for me. Oh gosh, I'm knocking stuff over here. Hit the heart button for me. Comment the word fall. We're going to do our last bit of florals and then we are going to be done. Crystal says, yes, I want one of those mini bags. Is Miss Crystal the only one? Diane says yes. Okay. Your wish is my command. We will have that in our sale on Sunday. That would be a great idea. Great idea, Miss Maureen. All right, just wiping off all the glue. Get all this off. I think so too. I was like, so I kind of have to agree. Like at first when I asked y'all keep it or leave it, no, keep it or add the florals to it. I was like, I kind of don't want to because I don't think I like it with it. And now that I'm adding it, I really like it. I really, really like it. All right. Let's do this orange. So this one is Spice Pumpkin. I've used this one a lot for my fall decor so far. Okay. That one's gonna need another coat. And I'm cheating over here, like I told y'all. Just like y'all like to look at a picture, me too. I struggle sometimes with like the overall vision. Like if I have an example to look at, I can pick my colors. Now it may not look exactly like the example, but I agree, Miss Maureen. I just got glue in my face, didn't I? Didn't I? Let's see. Yep. I have yellow paint. I don't know if Miss Robbie's still here. Miss Robbie, I got paint on my face. It happened again. I should probably put these pieces on a piece of tape. That'd make it a lot easier to paint, but you know. You love the I used to do the mini bags all the time. I don't know why I stopped. I don't know why. All right, we're gonna pull out, where is it? My brown color that I used. No. Oh yeah, bittersweet chocolate. I thought that was black. This is the brown that we use on the wording, okay? I really like it. It's a really, really, really dark brown. Oh my gosh, y'all, there's a spider. There's a spider on my wall. Normally spiders don't bother me, but for some reason that scared me to death. Not to death, but it scared me. I just saw something moving over here. Oh my gosh. I can deal with spiders. Love the mini bags of accessories. Okay. Would y'all want a Halloween bag too? The minis in the middle of bows. Perfect. Okay. You know, it kind of looks like fall through on my hands. Just a smidge. All right, we're going to do this one in the thicket. Where's my makeup sponge for that? I don't know where it went now. I can deal with spiders. As long as they're little and not giant. Ooh, she pretty. Okay. Then let's use, it's gonna go on here. Let's go red for that one. So you're saying yes to the Halloween bags too? That's kind of what I'm thinking, is maybe I make the bags more for like centers of bows. Because you know how the other night we were looking for like a button? I've done button bags before. Pumpkin, acorns, yeah. My dear, I'm always forgetting to put my apron on. I always leave my house with it paint on my clothes. It's a talent, exactly. All right, yellow right here. That might need another coat. It will, I can already tell. Then green and green here. We're almost done. I don't know why I just yelled that. I apologize. Probably because I'm excited. We're almost done, y'all. We've got just a couple things left to paint. We'll glue this last little bit and then we're going to be done. Girl, not me. I would have, but I'm freaking out for you to death of crawling things. I can deal with spiders. Oh, I see it now. I mean, it's a pretty decent sized spider. But like something I cannot do is roaches. I can't do roaches. And I live in an old house, y'all. And my house is really close to other people who maybe don't necessarily keep their houses clean. So then sometimes they come crawling into my house and I lose my, you know what. I lose it. That is something I just can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. Okay, button bags. Halloween. I've got candy corn. I've done candy corn bags before. I have done candy corn bags before. Okay. Well, cool. I will have some sort of mini bag in every lifestyle moving forward. Yeah, Denise, I hate it. Hate it. Like, so much so that I have the pest control company coming out like every other month. I can't do it. I keep my house clean, right? I keep my house clean. I have someone come clean it. We pick up after ourselves. We don't leave food out. We don't leave trash out. They gross me out. And, you know, the pest control guy was like, we can treat everything as much as we can, but if your neighbors aren't doing their part, then he's like, there's only so much we can do. I'm like, I know, but I hate it. Get rid of them. Oh, they give I get chills just talking about it. I cannot do them. All right. I think we're done painting. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the leaf. I'm going to repaint this one really quickly. And this one, the palomento bugs. And it's like, I have like this weird like sixth sense. Like, I know when I walk into a room, like if there's a bug in there, like sitting on the wall, I can just automatically tell. And Thomas is like, how did you know? I'm like, I just know. I just know. And now you gotta go kill it. Like, I hate roaches so much that, like, I will cover it. Like, I will work up the courage to cover it and then wait for someone to come pick it up. Someone will come to my house and come pick it up before I will. I do, Dawn. So like I said, I have my pest control company coming out every other month to help. And I will say, like, I've seen a difference. I don't feel like I see as many. But like for a while there, it was like almost every day. And I'm like, what the heck? Not in this house. You don't come in this house. You don't want to be in this house. So just go back to where you came from. Ugh, just so gross. All right, let's start gluing. I'm going to glue this little round on first. Try not to get glue all over my fingers, but we know that's probably not going to happen. It's already sticking. Yep. There we go. I'm going to try to glue these on, like if they have something going on top of them, glue that on first. So then it's a little bit easier. Okay, y'all hit the heart button for me. Comment the word fall because we are about finished. This cutout is 25% off today only. Okay, it will be available in the VIP sale tonight at the 25% off. Or you can grab it on my website. What was I saying? I know, Denise, I know. I hate it. Miss Holly, we got scorpions here too, and I've been stung by one. It's not fun. I hate spiders. I want to kill one. I have to. Yeah. I understand, Miss Robbie. I get it, girl. I need to sneeze. Excuse me. Bless me. I'm just going to bless myself. Okay. Let's start building our base. So it looks like it's just these 3 items. Yeah. Okay. Put the little glue down. Hi, Kim. How are you? Oh my gosh. Sticky fingers. Thank you, Miss Diane. I appreciate that. Thank you, Crystal. I will drop the link to the cutout here in just a second. Let me build my base. Thanks, y'all. So you'll want to build the base of the flowers first. So then this has something to sit on top of. Like so. Okay. Yeah, that's the only bad part about living, not the only bad part, but that's one of the bad parts about living in the South or in a warm state is you get little critters like that. Oh, I kind of messed that up. That was supposed to be tucked in there. I don't know if we'll use that now. This piece was supposed to be tucked in there. I forgot to do that. And it's already glued, so I'm not going to force it. But let's see if we can put it somewhere else. No. We're just going to leave that off. Because it'll look funny just like that. It's supposed to be tucked in there. So I'm going to leave this off. But I'm going to wipe this down and put my lid back on. That's set up. And done. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Oh my gosh, my little baby hair is coming down. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, one thing I want to do is I want to sand the base real quick. I'm going to sand the base really quickly. I feel like I should change. I'm going to change the base color real quick. I want that base color to be that dark brown. I'm going to change it. Oh gosh. I'm going to change this real quick. I want that base color to be the same as the dark brown. Let me do that real quick. I live in Colorado. I know people from there. People get them here, but I know what I hear for the storm state that's normal. Yes, it's totally normal. I just hate it. I hate bugs. All right, let me switch this real quick. I think this is going to go better than the burnt orange that I used. The burnt orange, the burnt umber. I think I stained that before we decided on the color that we were going to use. All right. Let me dry it, sand it, and then we're going to be done. So let me pull up the link to this guy. That way you can snag him. And if you order tonight, or if you order today, right, and you order from the VIP sale tonight, I will combine your orders so you save a little bit on shipping. Now, if your order goes over a certain threshold, I might have to add on $1 or $2 for shipping, but at least you won't have to start at the very beginning with shipping again. So there's the link. You would have left. Oh, yeah. You can do it however you want to. If you just wanted it on the pumpkin, do that. Absolutely. So I just put the link in the comments for you. It is 25% off until midnight. It will be in the live sale tonight, so if you want to wait until then, you can do that too. Up to you. I will also tell you, in my live sales, typically all of my cutouts get grabbed. So there probably won't be any additional cutouts left. I think every live sale I've done, every one of them is sold. So just be aware of that. But this will be unlimited quantity. So this one and our cutout of the week, our fall truck, this will also be unlimited quantity. And this will not be available on Thursday or on Sunday. So grab that as well. But here we go. I know, I hope you have a great time too. I have family from Colorado coming to visit this weekend, actually. So, all right, there it is now. I like the darker sand. What do y'all think? Do we like it? Do we hate it? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it. I like the darker sand. So, couple of things. 25% off, like I've been saying. You can go to the website and grab it, or you can wait till tonight in the VIP group sale to grab it. If you want to join my VIP group, it's free to join. You don't have to pay anything. There's nothing special you have to do. You just have to request to join and answer the questions. But then you can participate in that sale when you're in that group. This will be available in there, and the cutout of the week. 2, make sure you are make sure that you join Whatnot, okay? Whatnot is going to be where you're going to grab some of my finished pieces, which I have a show set up for you already. And if you join Whatnot, you will actually get if you're brand new to Whatnot, you'll get a $15 credit to use towards your first purchase. I'm looking for the link right now. If you comment the word fall, it's in there. But I'm going to try to put the link in the comments for you. Make sure that you join that. And come join me tomorrow. I think I have 31 items. We're just going to kind of test the waters and see how it goes. So there's the link for that. What time is Thrifty Thursday? Right now it's at 5:30 p.m. Now my parents are back from their vacation, so we might do dinner, and they're jet lagged majorly. I mean, they had a 10-hour flight yesterday, and you know they've been in Europe for the last 3 weeks. So they might change the time for dinner, so I will keep y'all updated if it does change. But for right now, it's at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? So go grab your cutouts, come to the sale tonight. Oh, if you want to join my VIP group, you can comment VIP or comment the word fall. I promise if you comment the word fall, all the links for everything I'm talking about is in that message. Don't be afraid to click on buttons and links. It's not committing you to anything. It's just giving you information. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to go work on orders, go eat some lunch, and I will see y'all here in just a few hours for Thrifty Thursday in the VIP group. So, I love it. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.